Welcome to episode 1 of PnB Unplugged.
Which is ironic because there are about
really
25 plugs on the table.
We're all plugged up, but we're unplugged.
It's a lot of work to be
You
unplugged.
get it.
Yeah, you get it. So I want to take just a second before we get started. First of all, thank you for watching. And this is content that is exclusively on YouTube. Let me introduce everybody to you, tell you who we are and what we do if you're a first-time watcher out there. My name is Jacob Phillips. This is my wife, Carmen. And this is my best friend, Caleb, and his wife, Autumn. And we are Phillips and Banks.
Their last name is Banks.
Yes, sorry, Caleb and Autumn Banks, Jacob and Carmen Phillips. We're two married couples, and we travel every weekend all over the country and sing songs about Jesus, tell people our stories, and share the gospel. We are a Southern Gospel mixed quartet out of Bristol, Tennessee, and that's East Tennessee, like as far northeast in Tennessee as you can go. So if you guys want to check us out, that'd be great. But this specific form of content that we're doing is like a podcast, and this is Autumn's dream.
My brainchild.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful.
So she, do you listen to podcasts a lot?
I almost exclusively listen to podcasts and almost no music. So, yeah.
I remember the first time she was like, I think you'd really enjoy a podcast. And I was like, what?
What is that?
But she was right. I absolutely love them. Well, it's just, I don't know. I just love them.
So you just sit around and listen to people talk?
Pretty much.
Well, most of the time I like to do it like if I'm out mowing or something, just kind of relaxing, or if I'm driving, it's just nice to something more than just, especially where we do music all the time. I love music,
Just
obviously.
tired of, or your ears get tired of hearing it.
But it's just kind of a change of pace, so I
Do you
love
like
it.
Do you like listening to podcasts?
Yeah, when I'm forced to drive, like if I have to
Forced
drive,
to drive?
if I have to.
When Olivia's busy.
Olivia's our 11-year-old daughter, by the way.
When I have to drive and I have to stay awake, murder podcasts
Scare you
podcasts,
into
They scare me. I sit
like a head rush.
I sit like big old. My eyes are as big as saucers. I'm going. Oh my gosh!
I'll turn on murder
I won't
podcasts
fall
and fall asleep.
Carmen, we need to make it to California. I got a podcast for
Turn
you.
on Crime Junkie.
Gosh.
Make sure it's scary, so I'll stay awake.
Well, okay.
that's
So while
Awesome.
you're here, go ahead and subscribe and click that little bell, and you'll get a notification the next time an Unplugged comes out.
That's right. Now, this is our first episode, and we're actually in the living room of my house.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't be stalkers.
we asked
Don't triangulate your location, please.
some of our friends on our friends on Facebook, what would be some questions that we could answer for you guys. And so this is like a Q&A session as our first episode, and we hope that you enjoy it. People commented and asked questions. I always don't expect people to ask questions.
So you never expect. I always don't expect.
Correct.
I knew what you were saying, bro. That's what's crazy. I was like, absolutely. I
got
always
it.
never expect them.
Yeah, man.
I never expect people to ask questions because I guess I don't think people really care, but
They
You were wrong,
don't.
my friend.
they probably don't.
They're pity answers.
Pity comments. But we're just going to go through some of these and see what happens. Have some fun and see what happens.
And edit it later.
Is that cool with you guys?
No. First question.
All
Daniel asks, have we ever switched around parts just for fun during a concert? During a concert? No, but sometimes on accident. We've done that before.
Well, yeah, Or all you gotta do is just give one look.
Just
if you look
yeah.
over, you look at him, and that means I ain't making it. You need to switch with me, and so we switch.
We have switched.
Us.
Yeah, I guess in that way we have switched, yeah.
Sure.
Now, let me ask you this. Does that constitute Caleb switching from bass to tenor to lead, or is he talking about like within the
Like within,
four
just kind of,
parts?
just see if we can do it live.
So we sing in 4-part harmony, and the girls have to switch all the time. Many times, Autumn's singing, the alto part or the high harmony part, or the lower part. And
That's awesome. You all have the look. Jacob and I are very subtle when we have to switch parts, or if I'm losing my voice. Most of the time, I just go, I can't. You have to sing it. In the
then I'm
middle
like,
of the concert, they're just like, got you, bro.
I sound like a dead cow or something.
That's not true. You do a great job.
Hey, now Caleb switches too in necessity too.
Oh,
Yeah, like if me or Carmen are sick, Caleb can literally just sing the alto part. I don't know how that works, but
kind of sickening.
and you know what the hardest one? When we first started, we didn't have that many songs. So when you are like, we're going to do Finish Well, can you do that? And when I had to do that, well, I was like, oh my gosh. Get it, Karen? Not me, baby.
Well, you do a good job, buddy.
So we've out of necessity, never just for fun.
short answer, yes.
And I don't know that anybody could replace the bass though.
No.
I mean,
No, I couldn't
who's
sing
going to
it.
switch?
I keep trying to talk Olivia into it, but she keeps telling me no.
Speaking of Olivia, Daniel also asked, will Olivia ever play a violin solo on stage?
So I'm really hoping that she will.
She's not here to answer, so
She can't tell you, but we're hoping that
We're
she'll be
telling.
persuaded. She's actually going to start learning a new song, like start learning a song. She's been doing Disney songs,
secular.
and the of course the classical stuff in her book. So neither one of them, we don't sing none of that. So, so we're trying to get her a sacred song started.
We could
Right.
do a sacred something. We'll let Jacob talk about heaven, and then we'll let her play A Whole New World. This is a place
That-
like
you
you've
could
never
probably-
known before.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
That's like kind of scary, actually.
Take you wonder by wonder. That's scripture, amen. Wonder by wonder.
Amen.
From glory to glory. That's right.
Eyes have not seen.
Yeah, man. That's all.
Ears
I don't know
have
about
not
the
heard.
magic carpet, how that fits in there, but the Lord can do it. He can do it.
On a rapture carpet ride.
A rapture carpet.
Maybe a rapture cloud.
Rapture cloud
Beautiful.
ride.
I love it.
They should do a theme park. Never mind.
That's another episode.
Yeah, that's next week.
We're not trying to
What are
be
your dream
sacrilegious.
theme parks?
Next question.
Okay, so here's what I was hoping though. I'm really hoping not only will she learn, we're learning a song right now that we're going to incorporate into our live concerts, and it's an old hymn called "Does Jesus Care?" And so we're hoping that she will play a little bit of violin on that. Caleb's just going to play it on the guitar. So we're really hoping that she can do that. But also at Christmas time, I would love her to, like, you know how she sings Away in a Manger? What if she, like, sang a verse and then she played a verse or
that'd
something?
be-
Wouldn't that be pretty? Or Silent Night, like at the very end or something?
I got the vision.
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
yeah.
Honestly, I'll probably cry.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Next question is for each of us. And I sent these questions yesterday in our group chat, but none of us looked at them, including myself. So this is on the
I
fly.
looked at him.
What is your favorite snack to get on the road?
All right, guys, buckle up because this could take a while.
This might be the best question. Who asked that? Stevie asked that question.
All right, Stevie.
Who wants to start, boys?
Okay. Can I be honest? And y'all will crucify me for this.
It's okay. I know somebody who was crucified.
With Christ.
I Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
I am not much of a snack person.
Which is crazy work, honestly.
I would rather get up in the morning and have like biscuits, gravy, eggs, country ham,
Just a few
Like-
things.
all the and
All
then
the things.
for lunch like eat a sandwich or something and then have a pretty big supper and not eat like 3 meals a day, no snacks at all. But sometimes when you are on the road, you know, it's inevitable that you need to snack around or whatever. So I love salt and vinegar chips.
Oh,
How about we do
I love
snack and a drink?
Oh, and a drink too.
y'all know what mine is already.
Well, first of all, I love coffee. I love anything with caffeine in it. I love coffee, but my favorite energy drink are the white Monsters. They're 0 sugar, and they do a good job. So,
If I drink a white Monster, you'd have to take me to the hospital.
yeah, because
I don't do caffeine at all.
This is not a do what we do.
So,
podcast.
but my favorite snack, that's tough. I really like Munchos.
Oh,
Those really
man.
light potato chips.
Lord
They're
of
like,
mercy.
they feel kind of like you're chewing on styrofoam, but in a cool way.
Yeah.
And I love Sprite Zero. Now, my first choice is water. I drink water almost exclusively. But if I'm like, you know what, I want something a little different, I want Sprite Zero.
Like if your grandma didn't make sweet tea, you know what I'm saying? Like what kind of sweet tea would you drink?
I don't drink sweet tea. My grandma makes unsweet tea.
Okay.
Thanks,
She
Debbie
does,
Wade.
amen.
Shout out.
All right. Well, what kind of sweet tea would you drink, Carmen? Would you drink Pure Leaf? Would you drink, what is that, Gold Peak?
I don't even know the brands.
Oh, I get
Or
it.
Milo's?
And Lipton, I don't like.
I don't know.
No,
Milo's isn't
is
bad
pretty good.
Milo's is pretty good.
because it doesn't have preservatives in it, right?
I don't know.
Oh, it says it's fresh brewed.
Because
on
didn't
the
your
thing.
kidney doctor say you could drink
You can
Milo's?
drink Milo.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. Because I have been.
Well, here's the thing about Munchos.
Backing up.
$2.99 a bag, and I could eat an entire bag.
Yeah.
An entire bag.
Yep.
No
Are they
problem.
good for you?
No,
man, they're
they're
so
horrible.
bad.
I've
they're
never
terrible.
tasted them.
They're so
All right, so Munchos.
Munchos and Diet Sprite.
All right, Carmen.
Okay, I like. Usually, I'm looking for something sweet, so it's either Reese cups.
Hallelujah.
If I get those Muddy Buddies,
Dude.
and she just made some the other day. If I get the Muddy Buddies, it is bad. I just eat the whole thing. And do you know how many? Well, let's not talk about it.
I do, actually.
I don't, man.
You know,
Stuck in my
sometimes.
mouth.
But
like glue.
if I can have a treat, if I'm willing to do that, that's what I go for.
All right, what about a drink?
Drink? I just drink water.
Yeah. Boring.
Boring.
If I need caffeine, I might go for a Diet Mountain Dew.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
What do you drink for caffeine?
I love Diet Mountain Dew secretly.
Cold coffee, and she hates it.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, coffee
I do
that you
like
got
iced
from the gas
coffee
station.
that's
And
and a 5-hour energy.
There
If
you
I'm-
go.
But if that's only
Yeah.
if I really
see,
am tired.
confession is good for the soul.
It's because if
I
I
like-
don't, I know that if I'm not tired enough,
It'll like wire you up.
I'm like shaking. I'm like, what's the matter with me? And
I
they're
like
"Oh,
it.
you just drank a 5-hour. So
But I
don't
like
do
that version.
Mm.
It's fun. You're like
Of me?
bouncing off the walls and
No, I can have enough energy.
I
But
like
if I'm not
Carmen's-
tired enough, I don't drink one.
Her reasoning with 5-hour energy is awesome too, because some days she'll drink half of one. She's like, I just need like 2.5 hours. I'm like, Carmen, why did I ever think of that?
I don't think it works that
all right,
way. But
today I'm going to drink a 2.5 hour energy.
It's like buying those. You ever seen those scent bead commercials where they're like the downy ones, and then you can get the full size bottle of lighter scent?
Yeah,
every
why
time
wouldn't you just use less of the
Every
full
time I
scented
see that, I'm like,
ones?
no,
That's
I'm going to
stupid.
put less in there because I already do because I'm cheap.
Do you even know what we're talking about?
No.
Oh, I'll show it to you.
we using those just regular old dryers.
We don't even use them. The commercials just make me mad.
Yeah, I'm always like, I wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't buy it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but that's
show
Caleb
you.
has a favorite snack, I bet.
Oh,
Oh, what?
I've been thinking about this because you all know I'll eat anything I don't have to chase.
Well,
But I was thinking, now I have to go. I only get this ever so often, but if I have my choice snack, I'm going to eat Grippos.
yeah.
Okay, tell them about
Absolute.
Grippos because that's not
Okay.
a very popular brand.
Well,
it's
that's not
popular,
true.
bro.
I mean, okay, what I mean is,
It's not a
Here.
very available brand.
yeah, that's
out
what
here.
I mean. That's
Okay,
what I
so
mean. Sorry.
Grippos, there's a factory in Cincinnati, and most of the time you can get them at certain stores in Kentucky because they're right there together. And praise God, thank you, Jesus. They finally started bringing them into Virginia a little bit, which is closer to us. But they're just a barbecue chip.
They're spicy a little bit.
Yes,
they're
they
so
are
good.
perfectly. I mean, when you eat them, you feel your arteries clogging. And it's like, thank you, God.
Then
I've
there's
been
that-
wanting to feel that all
There's like that dust down at the bottom.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
it'll make you cough if you eat too much of
Well,
it. You know?
here's what I love. There's a church we go to when we sing in Cincinnati, and I love these people so much. They have started to get me the smaller bags because they know I have to watch my diet and stuff now. But used to, they sold them in a case, like a whole
a
box. Looked like you was picking up a roll of like paper towels, like a whole case of them.
A roll of Angel
There's a
Soft.
giant bag in there, and I thought, this is it, man.
It's not
This
even
is-
like a labeled bag. It's like a clear bag that they've tied with like a bread tie down in a box.
I love them.
They're so
that's
good.
That's my favorite drink. And if I told Autumn this yesterday, if I had to choose one thing to drink for the rest of my life, it would be unsweet tea.
Like fresh brewed, unsweet,
Fresh
not
brewed
bottled.
unsweet tea. But if I had to pick something on the road, I love Canada Dry Diet Ginger Ale.
But you can't find it.
I know.
Hardly anywhere.
Now, let me
I
say.
don't know why they hate me.
Now let me say
It's
this:
personal.
we are from the South, and so
East Tennessee.
we love. I mean, we love sweet tea,
Yes.
but Caleb's a diabetic, so that's why it's unsweet tea for Caleb.
Honestly, I love it unsweet, and I think I've never heard it put better than anybody, or by anybody but Olivia. She calls it bad water.
Bad water.
She
Why do
said,
you
I
wanna
don't know
drink
why you want to
bad
drink
water?"
that bad water.
Tastes like bad water.
Nasty.
She's like, you don't even put sugar in it. I was like, I know, babe. I like it. No, she said, that's horrible.
Okay, all
I've
right.
come to like it. I can drink
I love
it.
unsweet. Yeah, I grew up with
Unsweet.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I can drink it, but I would prefer. But I don't. Here's the thing, though.
You've gone half and half. I will
I know,
say that.
I know. But here's the thing. I don't want I like Powell's sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
I like McAllister's sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like McDonald's sweet tea.
It's like
Too
thick.
syrupy.
Yeah,
Yeah, brother, you can put that on some pancakes. You know?
viscous.
for real.
You could boil it down.
Look
I
right
bet
here.
you could
I got
make
my
like
own
pancake
unsweet
syrup
tea. I
out of
brought
it.
that and coffee. I'm ready to go.
Double caffeinated. Nice. All right. Stevie also asks if we ever get to sightsee on the road.
The answer is no.
That's not
That's
not
entirely
totally true.
90% of the time, no. But if we've got like a day, like if you like a layover,
Oh,
you know, we could. If we're near something, we'll drive.
well, like
So
the
much
last
so
couple
far.
times we've gone to Atlanta, for Olivia's sake and for me, because I'm a big kid, we've gone like a couple times to Georgia Aquarium, Coca-Cola Factory, which was cool. We did the
then a
one trip to
Slime factory.
We
Yeah,
did do
we went to
slime.
the
That was
slime.
fun.
You know, that was funny because I think maybe us and a couple other parents were in there, but we're the only adults that were digging in with the kids, like in the slime. Everybody else like, oh, the children are having a good time, except for that grown man. But another place we didn't actually get to go into, but when we went way up north and way to the west, and they had the big golden
The arch.
gate.
The
Yeah.
Golden Gates.
I can't think of
St.
what
Louis
state-
Arch?
St. Louis.
Did we see the St. Louis Arch?
drove
no, we
by
it.
passed.
We drove
We
by it.
visually did see it, but we didn't stop and like go see it.
I
And we
told
thought
Carmen-
about going to see it, but then the length of the trip home was like, you know
Oh, yeah.
what?
Never mind.
Let's go home.
Is that what state is that? Missouri?
Missouri.
Carmen kept
Yeah.
trying to convince. She's like, "You go up in the arch." I was like, "No,
I
man."
can
She's
also
like,
go up in my
I'm
bed
trying
in a
to
few
tell you
hours when we
that
get home.
this is- And I don't know. I have to see it to believe it to go. I don't know how it works, but
I mean,
apparently-
Carmen doesn't lie.
Never.
I know that.
That's not true.
You
I'm
lie?
lying right now.
This is confession
Right
is
now.
good for the soul, remember?
Apparently.
I'm kidding.
Jeez.
I don't really like Reese cups. This
That'd
whole
be
time,
shocker.
Yeah.
This whole time, you force fed yourself.
joke's on you.
So, what are some other things that we've seen?
Oh, okay. Here's a really great one. When we sang at the Ark.
Oh, yeah,
my
we did get
gosh,
to do that.
So-
was cool.
We got to go through the ark
Yeah.
Yeah.
encounter.
I mean, what was
and
that?
the Creation Museum too.
Is that Williamstown, Kentucky?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that was
So that was
great.
kind of built in. So we got to,
But still-
we did get to do it.
We
I mean,
took
the
it
only
back.
reason we went up there was because we were singing.
Yeah.
And then we did come a day early so we could go through it 1st and then sing the next day.
And the Creation Museum is really cool. Shout out Ken Ham. What
Yeah.
up?
He's not watching.
I
I
know.
guarantee it.
I know, but
Oddly enough,
Sponsor us.
Olivia Autumn
Patreon.
said that the Bible school that Olivia's doing right now is Answers in Genesis.
Yeah,
So I was
it
like,
is,
cool.
So so we've gotten to a few things. You know what we see a lot of though? Gas stations.
Oh yeah,
We've seen about every Loves in the United
we
States.
do get to go to Bucky's occasionally, but
We sightsee at Buc-ee's.
hey, it's big enough to sightsee in.
amen.
You're right.
Yeah.
Every time we go in, I'm like, oh, I didn't know they had this corner over here.
Yeah, I'm convinced the next time we go in there's like, would you like to buy a brand new car? How about a boat? You know, like they're just going to keep growing and growing and growing.
I've noticed that and I haven't found this section except for when you walk in the door. They had like tents and these chairs and stuff.
Like
and
fire
A
I'm
lot of
pits?
camping stuff. Yeah, they have
Where's
a whole
the camping
camping.
section in here, man?
It's the lobby.
I've never thought to myself, I'm going on a camping trip. I better run over to Buc-ee's and get
Make
my
sure I
gear.
got everything.
Hey, you
Fishing
know what?
line.
One time we went to this thing with Olivia and she didn't have water shoes or something like that. And I
Sluts.
honestly thought to myself, where can I stop on the way? I didn't bring something. I was like, Buc-ee's. They probably have it.
They did.
You know
I
what's,
was disappointed, actually. They didn't. But
they didn't.
They didn't have
no, we opted for some,
fake.
like,
slides.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
we
I remember
did
those.
see, when we went to Michigan, that was the longest trip of our lives.
Yeah, the trip
But
was
we
rough.
did stop.
You know why it was so long, though?
Because we stopped at the lake.
Well, no.
No, because
We
we, were in
didn't
a
have an RV.
15 passenger
Oh, yeah.
van.
It's like a
Yeah.
15-hour
That was
drive.
a good time.
And second of all, Olivia was in her car seat the entire. Can you
That's
imagine
so
how numb your butt is by the
so
end of
awful.
a 15-hour trip in
At
a
least
car
she only
seat?
weighed like, what, 50 pounds probably?
True.
Which lake did we go to right there?
Michigan.
No,
it's
Lake Erie.
Lake
See,
Erie.
all
It
I
was
know,
Erie
I
Lake.
know every fact.
Another place I was thinking of.
Like Michigan, idiot.
I did get to see the Washington County Hospital one time. That was
For a few
was
days.
Nice time.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Anyway, okay. This Victoria asked, "What are some of your favorite memories together in your travels?" None. There are no favorite memories.
I mean,
That's a hard one. You want to think on it and maybe come back to it, or you want to wing
let's
it?
just wing it.
All right, cool.
I like winging it.
All right, Autumn. What? You go first.
All right.
Oh gosh, it's hard for me to find something like seriously good because I think stuff is funny, and so I have like good funny memories. I'm trying to think.
Also, Autumn has a hard time remembering anywhere we've ever
That is so
been.
true. I don't have very much memory. Trauma response.
There. I don't
That's
wanna-
another
maybe I
podcast.
shouldn't share that about. There was well
Just go ahead. I can edit it out if it's bad.
Yeah.
that night Olivia woke up. I just didn't want her to be embarrassed.
Oh my
but
gosh, yeah, that was
hilarious.
funny.
We're on separate ends of the RV and we just hear
We're in the dark, completely in the
like,
dark. It's like 2
what is
a.m.
going on? Well, we didn't know she had started sleepwalking, and so
Forgot about
she's
that.
back there with Carmen like and we're like, what's happening? It's 2 o'clock
Wasn't
in
Emma
the
with us on that trip?
Somebody's broke into the RV and
So, but that was
No,
bless her. Olivia
she
gave me-
shut up. She said, "Whoa." That's what it was. Whoa.
she was
asleep.
So Olivia sleepwalks, and like there have been many times where we've woken up and she's been like standing at the foot of the bed.
That's horror movie level.
Yeah, but no knife in hand or
Yet.
anything yet.
Hey, one time we were in Pennsylvania.
She is
and
becoming a teenager.
For real.
We were in Pennsylvania, and she walked out of the room, and I just happened to like
Notice.
kind of wake up and register like where did she go? And the door's standing open. I go like searching for her in the church. Like we were staying in the church or in the house next to the church. Anyway, and so I walked out there. I was like, Olivia, and I hear this knocking.
That's so scary, dude.
What the heck?
And there's another room that the
No.
door is super heavy. You remember that? And like she had opened that door and gone inside and was knocking to get out.
Oh,
That's
my
what she was doing. But I was
No.
like, what is that?
One of these days.
And it was right next to a staircase. I mean, seriously, she could have really
Oh,
gotten
my
hurt.
Lord.
Remember when she was
But-
real little that time she locked
Lord
herself in the stall?
Oh my gosh, yes. I do remember that.
I was
was
traumatized.
So it sounds like a lot of our favorite memories revolve around Olivia.
Olivia's
makes
trauma.
it-
Yeah.
Oh man, she makes the trip so
That is
much
actually
fun.
so true, though.
I mean, I don't know. I really feel
It's
like
so hard to just pinpoint something.
I really feel like that we are. It's almost like, and this is going to sound super cheeseball, and I get it, but
Go ahead, I love cheese
it's like
balls.
when we go out and we sing, we're together. We really don't hate each other. So it seems like we just always have a pretty good time. I mean, just being together, you know? So
yeah.
I don't know.
The only time we don't is probably if we're just really wanting to get out of the RV.
Well, that leads to the next question, I think.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever fought about?
Well, last night,
it's always sound.
yeah, it's
Always
tech. It's always technology
I
stuff.
thought you were going to bring up something about our marriage, and I was thinking,
Last
did we
night-
fight last night?
No, no, no,
I don't remember this.
no.
I was like, really? Was I sleepwalking?
So we travel with a sound guy now,
Thank God.
and so a lot of that has like subsided.
Mm-hmm.
But before we travel with a sound guy for like 7 years, 6 or 7 years.
Without.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Travel with a sound guy without a sound guy
can
for
do
like
this.
7 years, and we didn't fight every week,
Almost
Not
though.
every
Really.
day, but
and it wasn't like a fight. I mean, okay,
it's just usually we get to a certain point after sound check, and it's like everybody go to their corners, and then when we come back together, hey, you want to sing whatever? Sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
but
It's like it's self-repaired.
the bottom line is that Caleb and I like it a little bit louder than the girls like
It's
it.
true. I think it's because we're a little bit deafer than the girls.
Probably. Rock on.
Hey, Caleb, will you move your hand?
No, because my microphone
holding
keeps
that
drifting.
Oh, cute. Okay.
But
What if we started fighting right then? After that?
I said my over the dumbest thing we fought over. I think that's it because I can't think of like
Yeah,
a
sound.
knockdown, drag out. I mean, Autumn swears up and down every Sunday morning when it's early, I'm leaving the group.
I'm out.
But we've never I think all of us just kind of, we know each other so well. Like Jacob said, we're together on and off the road. It's kind of like, you know what? They just need a second. Go chill out.
It's
And
probably more between married couples
Yeah.
than it is.
One time, me and Caleb, we were getting ready to go sing somewhere, and I don't even remember what was happening. But I was so mad. Shocker, I'm mad all the time. But Caleb was trying to get me to come out of the RV for something.
to eat.
That's what it was. We were going to eat at. We were going to eat with
Walking
somebody.
at that restaurant.
And I don't even remember what my problem was, but Caleb was talking to me and I couldn't think of any words and I just screamed. No words, I just screamed. And he
Another
got
one
out
that-
and shut the door.
I opened the door. I was like, "Hey, everybody's getting ready to go over here to eat." And she's like, literally, she's trying to explain.
couldn't
and I'm
talk.
sitting here just holding the RV door
It's
open.
hot.
All these people sitting there. She's like, "Ah!" And I said,
He said, okay.
"Okay."
And I did not eat lunch that day. I do remember that. I didn't go in.
shut the door and went and got my hamburger steaks.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was
What
mad
does she
about.
want? Nothing.
She's
It's not
good.
on the menu. I promise.
She's fine.
It's not on the menu.
But
Okay.
I think that's pretty much it. So.
Next.
What
Whoa.
do you do on the RV while you're driving down the road? We sit in our seats and leave our seatbelts on because that's safe.
Now in the front we do that.
Yeah. Actually, sometimes I don't because I'm trying to get comfortable.
So Autumn always rides shotgun
She's the co-pilot, man.
Yeah, sorry. I
gets
get
sick.
barfy.
for 2 reasons. First of all, she gets sick, and second of all, you got to have somebody to like help you, keep the driver awake and alert and all that. So she does that, and honestly, it's pretty quiet on the RV when we're just riding down the road.
Well, if Olivia's focused on
If everyone has headphones, that's the best time.
Why? Because you can't hear me talk.
Yep.
I love when Olivia
All right.
she kind of comes at she's on this time limit with her devices and all this stuff, and so when time is up and it's like we got to find something to do, that kid is hilarious because she don't care what's going on. Everybody's trying to nap. What? Everybody's trying to nap.
Screaming.
And she's reaching
Watching
up. She's like,
and watching slime videos at max
just
volume.
and you're like, all right, this is.
As you
love
can
it.
tell, it takes a village to raise a child.
Gosh.
I love it because now she's getting taller, so she don't get hurt so easy, and so now she'll just take off somewhere and dive like she's doing a wrestling move.
She is doing a wrestling move.
and she'll put the hurting on you, but it's hilarious.
So what do we do on the RV? We get beat up by Olivia.
Yeah,
Yeah. What do you do on the RV?
Sometimes we're doing school.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm scrolling on my phone trying to take up time or doing crossword puzzles.
We'd love crossword puzzles. I like Sudokus too.
Sudokus.
I love Sudoku. It's so fun. Nobody else plays it though. Do you ever play it?
Sometimes, but then I get like, I'm
I'm
okay,
not
my
really
brain
smart
hurts.
enough to play it. I get the easy puzzles.
It still takes you an hour.
It does.
Hey, I have a question though. Tell them a little bit about homeschool really quick.
Homeschooling with Olivia.
Yeah, how do you do that on the road?
Some tears, I'm sure.
Through
Occasional
tears.
cry breaks.
Actually, that's not too
I know.
untrue.
For Olivia and Carmen.
I was going to say,
We
and then
take
Carmen
turns.
comes back.
We just have a basket full of books. All of her school stuff fits in a basket.
I'm
and
looking
we
around
take it
for
with
it.
us. Or
It's not in here.
It's in the back. It's summer.
We're on summer break. The
yeah.
basket's put away.
It is. So it's just a basket.
Olivia
full of
wanted
her
it out of
curriculum.
sight.
I believe it.
Yeah, she was like,
Get it
can
away
we
from me,
please take this basket where I don't have to look at it.
So it just goes with us. Some things she does on a computer. Sometimes she does things online, but we're not always with like signal. So we have to
That's a
make
whole
sure
nother
that
story.
we can
Yeah.
do school without service.
Speaking of
Yes.
Signal, I know Verizon claims to be the boss,
The boss.
and Carmen doesn't believe us.
What?
But there
We
are
don't have signal anywhere.
we don't have Signal anywhere. I don't have Signal in my own house. I have
But
one bar of Signal right now.
I do
LTE.
agree with when Carmen says, think about where we're singing.
Yeah, we're all the time in the middle of
Out
nowhere.
in the middle and
In
Hey,
some
look at this
valley.
field.
Yeah.
I will say this about homeschool. I've learned all kinds of stuff,
That's so true.
Me too.
and but it's cool. Like I like their curriculum. A lot of it's Bible. So when Olivia, the thing about her is if she feels like you're kind of into what's going on, she's all about it. But if that kid digs in for homeschool, I will say that if it's like, Olivia, we got to get this done, and as soon as we get this done, we're going to be somewhere where you can have fun. Oh, baby, she's like,
She's done in
let's
5
get
minutes.
up at 5:00 this morning and just get it up. And she's
Mom, I
standing there
already
waiting.
did my first 4 subjects without you.
Yeah.
Come on.
That happened that
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
She got up before me, even was like, I was trying to be real quiet so I could get all this done before you got up. I was like,
Can you not do that every day?
okay. No,
love it.
she cannot. It's proven.
Now I have a question though.
What?
I have a question.
Yeah.
It is all about you said, if we tell her, Olivia, we got to get this done, we really got to get this done. If we have to get it done because we're on a time crunch for something that we have to do,
Oh, yeah.
she couldn't care
does not
less. But if she's on a time crunch where she gets to do something fun,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's like, but it's funny. I always tell Carmen sometimes when it's a subject she hates, it's like, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm
I need a
that
break.
30-second pee schedule right now.
30 seconds.
'Cause she hates
Every 30
doing,
seconds.
and me and Carmen are just looking at each other like, oh yeah, she's just in there going,
She's going back there crying.
I hate this.
Yeah, some days are better than others.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We have one more question, and it's not a real question. Josh asked it.
Hoping for a
All
certain
right,
answer.
let's explain who Josh Roberts. Who is Josh Roberts, Autumn?
I don't
our
even know
friend.
what he does at the
He's
church.
the
I'm being
executive pastor.
honest. Okay, I don't even know what that
He
means.
writes a check occasionally.
That
and,
means
He takes care of the running of the church.
Period.
well,
He said
period.
Josh ain't running,
Josh is
but
also
he'll get the check.
Josh is also our really good friend, and he asks, "Who is your favorite person that has traveled with you on the RV that is not in the group?"
Because he's been on the RV
It's
with
only
us.
him or Emma.
Yeah, for real.
Tip's technically in the group, so
That's true. I guess Tip is in the group.
And so it's either Emma, or Josh.
Emma or
right?
Josh. Yeah,
I'm going with Emma Roberts.
I'm pleading the fifth because I don't know.
My favorite person to travel on the RV.
Now, Mamaw.
Emma was on
wait,
there one
she was
time.
on
Yeah.
there
That's
That's
too.
right. Sorry, Josh. But she is my grandmother.
Mama wins.
I'm going to have to
out.
go with Mama.
Yeah.
Sorry, Josh.
Sorry, Josh. But you're like second,
You're like third.
second or third.
Nothing wrong with
Fourth.
bronze.
His, well,
He'll love that. He will love that.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we've got.
I don't know how. We're like 35 minutes in.
That's not a long time. I don't feel like.
No. I mean,
Podcasts, I listen to 2-hour podcasts
Yeah,
sometimes.
you want to keep talking for a minute?
I mean, if I don't have a prompt, I can't come up with
Why
things to
don't
say.
we make up our own questions?
Oh my gosh, Google.
Each one of us.
And
come
now,
up with your own question.
what is it? What do they
we
say
wanna
on
ask.
podcasts that are like, and now a message from our sponsors?
What's a question you wanted someone to ask us? Because I had one.
What is
Oh, what
it?
was it?
I wanted someone to ask, like, what's the strangest thing in your food cabinet on the RV?
I have a can of seasoned lima beans on there
What the heck?
because me and Olivia like to eat them cold out of the can.
That's weird.
They're good.
Olivia likes to do that?
I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
Margaret Holmes. I think is that the brand?
I am 100% convinced that Olivia only she loves this girl right here
What can I say?
more than probably
Oh, I'm about to ask ChatGPT.
more than me for sure. No, I'm kidding, but I'm convinced that she just tries this stuff because you tell her to.
She wants to. She
wants
wants
to
to
please
gain
you.
my approval. Yeah, and I need to harness that for good.
You need to manipulate her for good. I'm kidding.
But she'll try something at their house, but then
Oh,
when
yeah.
I've offered it somewhere else, so
She
it's not
asked me
always.
I
the
was
other
like
day.
that as a kid.
Yeah.
That's true, because
Like you'll eat it at somebody else's house, but not at mom's house.
Well, I told y'all about how I started eating coleslaw. My Uncle John, I was 19, maybe 20. We were sitting at Captain D's one day. That's before I started watching my diet. So we're just sitting there,
Go
ahead.
on.
and Uncle John said, "Boy, have you ever tried their coleslaw?" And I was like, according to my dad and growing up my whole life, it's like, you don't eat coleslaw. It's terrible. And so I was like,
So you just like went.
I went with it. I
Alright.
didn't eat mayonnaise. I mean, my dad's like, you don't eat mayonnaise. It's terrible. I'm
You
like,
don't eat mayonnaise.
eat mayonnaise,
okay. So I didn't until one day I ate it mistakenly on my burger, and I was like,
What is this?
yeah, what is this incredible feeling? Something
It's
clogging
just
me.
eggs and oil.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, grown man, had my own place.
Never
Uncle
had
John
mayonnaise.
says, you ever tried their coleslaw? And I was like, no, I've never had it. He's like, try you a bite of it. And I said, nah, it's okay, Uncle John. I don't. He said, I said, get you a bite of it.
Yes, sir.
I said,
Okay.
yes, sir. I took a bite. I said, God, that's awesome. I've been eating coleslaw ever since.
Well,
I've never taken a bite of coleslaw.
Now, the weird thing I was
Ever.
talking about.
all right. So, Carmen is extremely picky,
Hey, leave her
and
alone.
she's never had a bite of coleslaw.
Where Carmen lacks in pickiness, I unfortunately make up for, and I'll eat anything.
Same.
So
I was going to
get
say
it.
Carmen's very picky about her men. So,
Yeah. Well,
you
apparently
know what
not.
I'm talking about.
Sorry.
Golly, man.
We love you.
I got some questions here from ChatGPT. If anyone would
Go
like to know,
ahead. Yes.
I'm killing the planet with using AI, but whatever. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some good ones. Some of these are dumb. What is the most ridiculous thing you believed as a kid? This was a pretty good one because I have one right off the top of my head. My dad is an electrician. Do you know what I'm about to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I don't even know what they're called. Those little round, like electrical boxes on the side of your house that they like come, I don't know, mess with. One day I was like, oh, my dad was outside fixing ours or something, and I was like, what's moving in there? It's like something's moving. There's like a light on, and he was like, I fully believed this until I was like probably 15. He was like, there's a mouse in there running on a wheel that makes it go, and I was like, oh.
Man, that's
Wow, that's
Can I
really
pet
cool.
him?
And to this day, when we go home tonight, I'll pass by
at
our
that
little box.
meter.
I see it, and I'm like, stupid. Why did I believe him? I believed that there was a mouse in there running the electricity for our house.
Boy, he's got to be tired. I've been watching TV all day.
Can you think of something silly that you believed as a child?
Oh, I know one.
All right, go ahead.
So when I was in first grade, I was with a friend and we were pretending to swallow money. I don't know why. I had a little change-
Fun game.
I had a change purse, and I probably brought money for like ice cream or something. I don't know. And so we had change, and I had this like dime, and I was like, we'd be like, oh, and then we go, oh gosh, and pretend to swallow it, right?
Oh, no.
Well, I did swallow my dime. I did.
You didn't mean to, though.
No, and they were looking at me.
Do you
I
know
was,
how dirty money is?
no, I didn't know. I was in first grade.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was probably looking at them like so freaked out, and they were like, "What's the matter? Did you swallow?" I was like, "No, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I didn't do it." And I was afraid that they would take me to the hospital and cut me open to get that dime out.
Like it's a button battery.
I didn't know. I was like, "How does it get out?" And so,
Well, I can tell you.
well, I didn't think of that. And
So you just accepted your death as a 6-year-old?
Well, okay, so I didn't want to tell anybody because I was really afraid they'd take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I just didn't tell anybody. Well, here's the stupid thing, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I really don't know where the connection was in my head, but when the Olympics would come on the TV,
What?
Move on. Just let it happen.
I don't know how it relates, but when the Olympics would come on the TV, for some reason that always reminded me of me swallowing that stupid dime. And if even like, this is years later,
Oh my
thinking if I tell somebody I swallowed the dime, then they'll probably still take me to the hospital to get it
Gotta
out.
go.
Dude, do you have OCD?
Me.
Carmen.
And so then I'd leave the room every time that it was on the TV. I was like,
Go pray.
I gotta go. I want to go play in my room.
That's awesome.
Carmen's terrified of the Olympics. No, not the Olympics.
Yeah, PTSD.
I do not.
vault.
Anything but that.
I really
The
don't know how I
discus.
ever made the.
What the? That is so weird.
That's awesome.
The
You asked
connection
for the
is so-
stupidest thing.
That-
that I
okay,
ever
That's
all
good.
right,
You-
all right, all right.
You want to know what mine is?
Yes,
No.
of course.
My uncles, when I was a kid, I didn't know what dentures were. Okay, I had no clue. It was all new. I'm from Greene County, brother.
They just
Yeah.
didn't have teeth when
Yeah, that's
right.
we didn't do dentures. You just lost them.
Just left it.
And so my uncles, though, two of them specifically, when we'd have these family get-togethers, and I would ask them every time to show me how to take their teeth out, because what?
You're
Nothing
you're
going
good.
Okay, every time they would pull their dentures out, I was like, can everybody do that?
Everybody pull
Can
their teeth
everybody?
out. Were you like in your room trying to get your teeth out?
No, I do it right in front of them. And my uncles would be like, "You're just not doing it right." So, I mean, straight faces.
Oh man!
I was like, I kept thinking, you just popping
There's like a
yours
latch
out.
in there.
And so, I don't know how old I was when I finally figured out, oh, that's not, okay, now I get it. You got to buy those removable teeth. So,
That's awesome. What about you? I believe it's going to be good.
Well,
is this about Easter eggs? Because I'm
no,
kidding.
it's actually. So my dad, he always called his nickname for me when I was a kid was Booger. He used to call me Booger,
Still does sometimes.
and he
I
would
guess
always
Olivia.
he would always
Booger.
call me. He would always
That's
say,
Boogerette.
Yeah.
he would always say, "Do you eat boogers?" And I would say, as a little bitty boy, I'd say, "Ooh, dag a maggot, daddy. Ooh, dag a maggot." And then but it was just like a thing in my he would always ask me that, like, "You eat boogers or whatever." And so one day, I was aggravating him about something, and he's like, if you keep on that, I'm gonna make you a booger eater."
Oh no.
And I was like, "What?"
What does that mean?
And he's like, you keep on and see. Well, I said something else, and he got up and chased me around the house, got me down on the ground. This is gonna sound crazy. And he
I'm trying to visualize it.
I told you
Was
that
this at my house?
no.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I told you that my dad would be great YouTube material. He gets right down to my face,
No.
and he picked his nose, and
then
he
he
has
just-
a booger on his
Oh,
finger,
that's worse.
and he reaches up like this, and then he comes down, and then he right at the last second switches his fingers and rubbed it all in my mouth, like all over my teeth. I
That
was
would have
like,
sent me over the edge.
I was like 9, all over my teeth, all in my mouth. And he's like, "I told you I'd make you a
You're
booger
gagging.
eater." Oh my!
Yeah.
He had me going for like
Oh,
2
yeah.
hours.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
was
all.
running around the house like, you know.
Oh, God, somebody take me to the hospital. Hurry.
I know that sounds so gross, and it was, but That's
but if you knew Jimmy, completely believable.
yeah. He had me believing.
At least he switched his fingers.
Okay, I think we have time for one more.
One more.
Yeah, maybe
Right.
one more.
Is this
what?
is it gonna be embarrassing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have a couple that I'm you get to pick. If your life had a theme song, what would it be? Or what is your weirdest hidden talent?
You want to know what came to mind? I just want
Yeah, I
to
do.
briefly answer. My theme song was Weird Al, Fat. You know I'm fat. Who's fat?
So Weird Al hit.
That's my theme song.
That's his remake on what's the song?
Bad Michael
Bad
Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
I have a
I'm
hidden.
fat. I'm fat.
I have a hidden talent.
Careful, we'll get demonetized. Don't sing.
Oh, you can sing with your mouth shut.
That is my hidden talent.
Do
yeah,
it.
I
do it.
forgot
Do
about it.
it. Do it.
Prove it.
He had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Oh, he had a little lamb, its face was white as snow.
That's witchcraft right
How did you? How
See,
did
that's witchcraft.
there. Witchcraft.
Which? How did you do that?
What do you like to know?
All right. What
You
about
got one?
you? No, you go next. Actually, I'll go next.
Okay.
All right. So,
Hidden talent or theme song?
yeah, I don't think I have a hidden talent.
Let me think about it.
How
Maybe
about
I would
the-
know your hidden talent.
Maybe
Can you
you would.
can you move your ears?
Yeah, I can.
They probably won't be able to see it, but they could believe you.
I can move my ears independently of. Well, I have to kind of move my eyebrows when I move my ears.
But even when I move my eyebrows, my ears don't move
My ears
at all.
don't move either.
I can tell my ear. I can think.
Do it. See if I can see it on the camera.
Oh, well, I can see it right here, but
I can kind of see it a little bit. You can trust us. He's moving them. He's not lying.
All right, so I can move my ears.
Your theme song would be a funeral dirge because you work
Yeah.
in mortuary. Da, da, da,
I thought you were gonna say because I want you to die.
This is your end of
No, it's not
life.
that. How's our life insurance, by the way?
He's got good life insurance.
See you, Jake, though.
Here we go. A funeral dirge. All right, I'll
Do I
take
have
it.
any hidden
Actually,
talent?
I
without
want
him.
my life's theme song to be the entrance music for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah.
Yeah. I
The
can
glass
see that.
shattering. I
You
was a
got it,
huge
buddy.
wrestling fan when I was
If
a
you
kid.
Wrestling.
die before me, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Thank you. Now here,
Let's
We
shake
wheel
on it
you
right
in.
now.
We wheel you
Hey,
in
hey,
down
hey,
the aisle to
hey.
that song.
Don't be guaranteed
Now,
something
not
when
the-
I'm going to set up a funeral.
Carmen,
well,
I'm
you're
here.
older.
I got you.
Oh,
Edit that out.
What? Anyway,
Do I have any hidden talents?
No, all yours are on
know.
display, bro.
can't you move your ears too?
Yeah, I can.
Like Dumbo.
Ooh, I can flap away, brother.
Yeah.
Now I see a Caleb Bly.
See Caleb Blah.
All
All right.
I
Autumn.
seen a house fly.
I think my hidden
Yeah.
talent is being able to remember the keys of songs.
That is
Okay.
Okay.
absolutely
What is
true.
that called? Is that just relative pitch? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not as impressive as perfect pitch, unfortunately.
She
but
can
it's
do
pretty
that.
impressive.
She's double jointed in all kinds of ways.
Yeah, that hurts though.
Oh. And other hidden talents.
She has Ehlers-Danlos.
Undiagnosed.
I think I'm ambidextrous. At least when I'm eating, I can eat with whatever I got to. So.
I think you're just eager to eat.
Amen.
You're just hungry.
Is you hungry, baby?
Yeah.
What's whoa. Wait a minute now. We have theme songs. So do we get to tell the girls their theme songs?
Sure.
You can.
If you can think of one quickly.
I think Autumn's would be "Hello, Darkness, My Old Friend."
I was
I
thinking
do
that.
love Simon and Garfunkel.
You know what my first
Oh no,
thought-
sunshine on my shoulders. That's your life.
That's my jam. Every time I hear that song, I get a tear in my eye.
I was thinking for one of you, I don't know why. The first song that popped in my head was "Thank You for Being a Friend." The Golden,
Golden
Girls.
Girls.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah. You know what? We did it.
we did
This
We
it.
did
have
it,
cast
Joe.
the pod.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
Lord.
You answered all the questions. All right.
Oh, sorry.
All right, guys. We love y'all. Hey, I don't know if you're gonna like this or not, but we tried. And
Yeah.
so
And that's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Let us know. You can comment on this YouTube page.
That's right.
Again, subscribe, click the bell. we'll let you know what's coming up. And we've got some more episodes coming. And
Oh yeah,
you
we're
only
gonna.
know
We promise you.
Pinky swear.
If you watch this and like it, we'll keep doing it.
I'll keep editing the video.
all we're
baby.
doing is sitting here talking and laughing.
It's
So
easy. We don't have to think
It's fun.
until
So,
later when I have to
think of
edit
some
it.
questions. Let us know.
No more questions.
All right, guys.
No more questions. We'll tell you what's going on.
Love y'all. Signing off. This has been episode 1 of PnB Unplugged.
Unplugged.
And we will talk to y'all
We're unplugging now.
a little later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.